Hi guys, this week's video is basically about me trying to get fitter. It all started basically when I got out of the shower and I looked out into the mirror and I thought, wow, my belly's pretty big. I actually weighed myself and I thought, whoa, I've definitely gained some weight. Granted, I've been eating pretty poorly. Everything from junk food, takeout food, crisps, energy drinks, and sweets. Yes, I have to change. I just got a bit fed up, to be honest. So, how am I going to do this? I'm going to have to change.
So what's my habits? One, it's eating crisps. Oh, it's so bad. I used to buy those Sharon packets and just demolish it all myself while I'm watching a film or a program or something just on YouTube. Literally, I would just finish it in that one session. Oh, it's so bad. The other bad thing was going to the Chinese takeaway, or any takeaway for that matter. I always went to this usual one just down the road. The guy knew what I wanted in the end because I came that regularly to that place, just ordering the same thing: chicken fried rice, curry sauce, and chips. Oh, one other really bad habit of mine was drinking a lot of sugar. And the type of drinks that I would drink on a regular basis was fizz, those high energy drinks, and stuff like Red Bull, Monster, stuff like that. I just like the taste of it. But what I didn't know is it was highly containing sugar. I wasn't always like that. I was fairly active. It wasn't until I changed my habits from eating too much crap, too much sugar, and just lazing around too much. I didn't realize my clothes didn't really fit properly either. That was a horrible feeling. So I knew things had to change. So I started small in terms of lifestyle change. I started doing walks, a lot more walks. I used to do it all the time, from 20k steps plus. That was at peak though. So my target was just to do 10,000 steps a day. Start small and build from it, basically. Yeah, I actually enjoyed the walks, visiting new places I've never discovered before. So, so I even took up cycling again. I used to cycle all the time back in Edinburgh, but since I got a car, I basically became a lot more lazier. So since I saw the e-bikes in town, I thought, why not give it a shot again? So yeah, I forgot how fun it was to actually cycle. But the problem was I couldn't do it all the time because these bikes weren't free. Still, I gave it a shot and it was fun. And I think that's important to note is that if you can make exercise actually fun, it's a lot easier. I forgot how much fun exercise can be instead of just a chore. So what I started also doing was journaling to actually record what I was doing each day to see what was working and what wasn't working. And in that journal, I actually included things what I was eating, drinking to that sort of extent, but also how I was feeling as well. I think that was really important. And don't get me wrong, I had so much temptations, cravings even. There'd be times where I'm just thinking, I could do with a fizzy drink. I miss the taste of Walker's crisps. I miss the taste of Cadbury's milk chocolate. Stuff like that. That was actually going through my head. it's like a battle with myself sometimes. I think those of you who have been through those habits know what I mean. The temptation itself came in all shapes and sizes, and just walking past town, you'd see, people eating ice cream, snacks from the takeaway to the restaurants, and just from people that you hang out with, even. They'd be eating all sorts of nice snacks, treats, and I would explain, I'm kind of on a diet right now, but you're slightly tempted though. Like, if you might even feel like you're being left out. And there'd be occasions where I'm just going for a walk and simply you go past the restaurant again, you smell the nice smells, those temptations would kick in again. And even just shopping in general, just if you're innocently just going to the supermarket, trying to be healthier, going past the fruit and veg aisle, but even then you go past the snack aisle, that kicks in, the temptation. So yeah, every day can be a bit of a battle. So what actually helped me prevent me from failing from these sort of temptations and stop listening to the devil on my shoulder, instead listening to the angel? I think journaling certainly helped, because I could write down what sort of patterns would trigger me from failing and thinking of, these cravings and temptations, from sugars to snacks to other bad habits as well. Journaling helped a lot. The other thing that really helped was actually having a vision, seeing the possibility. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is like having a vision board. That helped a lot. So I can look at it and think, yeah, that could happen one day. These were achievable sort of visions as well. Everything from just doing small exercises such as push ups, going for a 10,000 steps walk, drinking more water instead of fizzy juice, and having at least some kind of fruit every day. So I think that helped a lot. But I also think what else helped was talking to someone about it as well. That helped massively. So that way they can keep you accountable to your goals. This doesn't need to be just health goals, but other goals in life as well. But for me, for now, it was definitely my fitness.